um, the blue butterflies showed up in there, and I'm still not sure what those blue butterflies mean, but they mean something. And it right now he thinks it ties in with Rachel, but he knows that he and Rachel are not going to happen, but there's something there that he wants. And he's never had anybody in a long, long time that is not his equal, but that he respects. And that's what Rachel is. He respects her, but she's not his equal yet. And he doesn't know how to handle that. He doesn't know how to respect somebody who can't smear him into the ground. And so he's trying to figure out where she fits into his world, and he's going to be making a lot of mistakes, and they're going to be fun to watch. And I think we're going to see some of them in this next book. But yeah, he's not out of the question. My goal for the end of the series is happy endings all around. There might not necessarily be the happy endings that everybody wants. You know, it's not going to be the white picket fence. It's not going to be the 2.5 kids and the dog and the car in the garage. But they're going to be Rachel's happy endings. And she may have already found it. She just doesn't know it. Because for me, a happy ending is when your character has everything they need to go forth confidently and succeed in what they're going to do. And she may have that already, but she just doesn't know it. So we'll see. And Al, he's got to find his. Trent has to find his. Ivy has to find hers. It's going to be a very busy book. Yeah.
Are you planning to have Pierce around all the way to the end of the series, or is this slowly going to go away?
Okay, the question is Pierce. I had originally wanted him to be Rachel's happy ending, and Rachel said, I don't think so. So I've worked him out, and now I feel the need to work him back in order to close that off successfully. So we will probably see him or hear of him at some point. Marshall I'm taking care of in this next one, but yeah, we've got a lot of threads to tie off.
I have another question. Is Nick going to be coming back also, or to be more trouble?
Is who?
Nick.
Is Nick.
Or is he gone?
Yeah, we need to see Nick at least one more time. I got a few things to say to Nick. Yeah, she'll show up at least once. Yeah, all little men get their comeuppance. Yeah. Yeah.
I just had a quick question about the next title. Another Clint Eastwood parody, or?
Yep. See, A Perfect Blood is the next one, and that's from A Perfect World.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, can I release the next one? Yeah. The title of the next book?
After Perfect World? Well, I don't know what it is yet.
We talked about it. It's written on my
that's
whiteboard.
right.
I guess not.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I like that one. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
what it
like
is
that
right
one?
now. What?
I can release that one?
Sure.
Okay, the one after Perfect Blood is going to be Hereafter, or Ever After. The play on Hereafter. Ever After. And you guys got it first! Now aren't you glad you came out? Yeah.
You said everyone's going to get a happy ending. But you went through it. What about Jinx?
Jinx. Jinx's happy ending, yes. I don't think we have enough time to see him fall in love again. But for Jinx, I think healing is going to be a very good happy ending for him. And we will see that. I've been writing Jinx just this last couple weeks, and I really feel good about how he feels. Yeah. He deserves it.
He does.
What made you want to kill the white girl?
Trust me, I had been trying to kill that pixie off since a fistful of charms. I've been trying to kill that pixie off. And I couldn't do it because it was going to hurt Jinx so badly. She really was a character that was necessary to show home and family. But she wasn't doing anything, and one thing I like with my characters is that they've got to do something, or I need to send them to vampire camp, or the Ever After, or something. And Madalena, unfortunately, Madalena had to die, and it really complicated my writing because I had to deal with that, and Jinx had to deal with it, And it wasn't anything that I want. I didn't open the book and say, I need to do this in order to cause problems. I had to do it to make the rest of the series move smoother. And it was some tough writing because it wasn't anything I wanted to do, and I had to force myself to dig in and touch on some feelings. So Jinx is a lot more interesting now because of it. And I guess that's all I can say. But yeah, I can't read that part. I can read Kiston, I can read his death scene, but I cannot read Madeline's.
I was just going to ask what made you kill off Kiston.
Kiston, he was making Rachel too happy, and seriously, he was her happy ending. I thought I was only going to get 6 books, and then I got 9. And it was like, I can't keep going with Kiston unless I send him off to vampire camp or I turn him bad. And I didn't want to do either of those things because I didn't want Rachel to deal with jealousy or what was the other thing? I didn't want her to deal with those feelings. And I thought if I kill him off, and trust me, I didn't realize how big of a romance readership I had. I didn't realize that killing off your main love interest was a no-no. I grew up reading science fiction and fantasy, and love interests, they were cast aside all the time. I mean, it was just part of the story. And so I went into it blithely, oh, we'll do this. And my editor's over there going, okay.
I said it would be excellent for the character in the series, and a lot of people will be pissed.
Yeah, and they were. But I got out there and I started talking to the readers about why I did it. And because it was either Kiston had to die or the series had to end. And I wasn't ready to let go of the series, so Kiston had to go. And once I started telling people, they slowly started forgiving me. I occasionally still get the hate email. It's much better now. And I still miss him. I really do. I just had a thought. Thank you. No, he's gone.
Yeah. I like your cover for Upper Blood. At the beginning, you see Rachel. I just thought it was funny because she actually looks like Vicky Peterson on the cover.
She does kind of, doesn't she? Yeah. She's not the model, right?
What?
Vicky Peterson isn't the model.
Vic is not the model.
No.
No, it's the same model we've used for all of them who lives in England, and it is not Vicky. She is just tall and redheaded and pretty too.
Who else is on the cover? I don't know if you can tell.
I don't know. It could be Al. There's about 3 people it could be. They put him on there for atmosphere. Covers are a science, and they have a logic all unto their own. And unless there's something on the cover that is completely contrary to what Rachel would do or see or be, then I usually just let it go, because the people who put these covers together, they really know what things they need to put out there to attract the people that would enjoy what's inside. Okay, any more questions? Yeah.
Are we still going to get a Rachel book every year?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, the schedule is 1 a year.
So you write the other stuff on the side?
I had 4 releases.
We want it now.
I had 4 releases this year, and I have no idea how I did that. The graphic novel, these are pretty quick to chunk out. It's about a novella's size. But it takes a long time at the publishing house, because there's me, there's the artist, there's the pencilist, there's colorist, and it takes a long time to put one of these out. But I can write one very quickly. The young adult, which also came out this year again, that's I think that was like 350 manuscript pages. So that one came out pretty quickly. The World book took about the same amount of time for my schedule as a regular Hollows novel. That one, just because I didn't know how to work with the software and everything. And I did write everything in there you see. I did write. It wasn't fan fiction or anything, and I'm really proud of it because it's a good, solid flavor of the Hollows. The regular Hollows books, they run about 500 manuscript pages, and they do take about a year to write, but it's spread out over 2 years. So I'm trying to slow down. We'll see. Yeah.
When you write for like comic books, or how does the process work? Do you write the story as a novella and then you hand it over to someone to translate it into a comic book format?
That's a good question. This one was my very first one, and I wrote it out as a novella first, just with the dialogue and short action. And then I actually drew boxes and said, I want to see this in this box, and this is what I want them to say. And that's exactly what I did, page after page. You're only allowed about 120 words per page. So it was an experience trying to pare my rich dialogue down to 120 words per page. But I did it. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I kind of rambled there.
No, I got that.
Okay. It is, but the second one is coming out. I'm not sure when it's coming out actually, but there is another one coming called Blood Crime, and we will have the artist will be Gemma. She's the one who did the coloring on this one. She's doing the pencil work and the coloring on this one as well, on the next one.
But the people are not just suddenly going to turn the manga or something, are they?
No, because I look at every page and I sign off on every page with the writing and the coloring and everything. Now, I do let a lot of stuff go through that, what is not true to the character. Like in this next one, Rachel, I think, is a cup D in the few panels. I know. I mentioned it 3 times, and if it doesn't get any smaller after the 3rd time, we're just gonna have to. No, I'm not too worried about it, but I do look at all the pages and I do sign off on all of them. So, and I do want to make sure that the quality stays the same, and that was a question when we started the second one, and that's why Gemma's taking.
Are they all going to be Ivy books?
Yes, they are all going to be from Ivy's point of view.
If anyone not seen this would like to see this again.
Oh, can I ask how the ticket thing is going to work this weekend?
Okay, the ticket, that's a good question. For Comic Con, I'm going to hand it over to Pamela.
Right now at the HarperCollins booth, 944, there's 100 tickets. As of when I left, an hour into professional night, we'd already given out 10, so there are 90 tickets left. So some point over the course of the next, up until about 11 o'clock Saturday morning, you want to go to the HarperCollins booth, you want to go to the desk right where it says Harper Voyager, as part of that big booth, and ask to be on the ticket list. What you'll do is you'll put down your name, put down your cell phone, your email, so if we need to contact you that day, we can. We'll give you a ticket. In turn, you come at noon on Saturday. You'll stand online. Kim will be signing. There is a bookseller there. So you'll turn in your ticket, you'll buy a book, and she'll sign.
Okay, thank you.
It's that easy.
Thank you.
But just get there as soon as you can.
The soonest I can get there is tomorrow afternoon, so.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be fine. We're going to ration out of it.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry, I'm not quite following what's happening.
To get a ticket, she'll sign a book.
Well, you have 2 choices. You can also tonight pre-order your book from NYU.
Oh, this is the
This is for Comic-Con, yes. She'll have a ticket at signing at Comic-Con. But also, NYU is selling the book. We are going to meet this weekend. She's going to sign the books, and that they will be shipped out to you. So you will get them on sale day. So you can buy them here tonight, or if you ever pass the Comic-Con, you can go and she'll be signing there Saturday morning, but it's ticketed and you may not get a ticket, versus you can get your pre-order in tonight and put in what your signing request is tonight, and you'll get it on sale day.
Okay, but the Comic Con books, they're going to get them that day. And
They'll
then
get them
these,
Saturday.
you have to wait until the 25th and they'll ship them.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're all, from my office, they're all the first printing, they're all the glow-in-the-dark ones. All right? I'm sitting on these books.
Okay, any more questions? Okay.
Will Trent's daughter be a big plot point? or-
Trent's daughter, yes, Lucy, Ray and Lucy, because Ray is Ceres and Quinn's, and Lucy is Elsbeth and Trent's, and they are only like 4 or 5 months apart. And yes, these girls are we're going to see them quite a bit, actually. I've been enjoying writing them and seeing Trent loosen up. I mean, there's one scene, Rachel's in the living room upstairs in Trent's, and Trent comes up the stairs and Siri's there with the kids, and Trent just kind of walks over the couch and into the sunken living room and completely blows Rachel away. This casual, he just kind of walks all over the couch to get to the lower level of the living room, and it's so casual, and these girls are really bringing out the softer side in Trent, and I like it. So we will see them next. All right, we're going to wrap it up and okay.
Is Elizabeth doing fight for her daughter?
Elsbeth, yes, she is. I did not expect her to, but she showed up in the one I'm working on right now. That won't be up for a while yet. And yeah, she's going to fight for him, and it's going to be interesting to see how Trent handles this. He's really growing up. I'm so proud of him. Sure.
Rachel's going to have a demon baby.
That is a serious killer. Babies and aliens. Anytime you bring them in, it's done. No demon, no aliens. No, can't do that. Okay, if there's no more questions, last chance. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you.